Yo, what is up everybody, RexEncholada here, and today I have a UU battle that I have, that was redundant, but today I have a UU battle that I had the other day with the new UU team I made, and this is pretty much a reason why I hate UU. I don't know if you noticed or not, but I get hacked a lot, and it seems like whenever I play UU, the hacked guys are like, hey, there's Rex, he's playing a tier other than OU, let's hack the shit out of him. But anyway, this was still a pretty good battle, but yeah, without any further ado, let's just get into it. Oh, and by the way, if my voice sounds a little weird, it's because I'm kind of sick. I'm getting sick, or I am sick. It's one of those two. But yeah, that's that. Hopefully I don't sound too weird, and hopefully you can still understand me and all of that. But yeah, let's just get into this battle. So I decided to lead with my Heracross, seeing as Sableye is a common lead and this Heracross is Guts, so I can take the Will-O-Wisp and just go for a Nightshade, but he instead decides that he wants to lead with a Azumarill, and all the Azumarills are banded, so I'm just going to go into my Slowbro and take the Aqua Jet. I figured he would go for Aqua Jet because he doesn't outspeed, and this Slowbro is Specs, so I'm just going to go for a Grass Knot, but he brings in a Sableye, and now I know he's going to want to Will-O-Wisp me because Regenerator, so you get residual damage, so I'm going to go into Heracross. And the matchup that I wanted on turn 1 happens on turn 3, so we're all good. So now I'm just going to go for a Night Slash because, as I said, I am Guts, so it's still going to do a lot. And he's going to go for a Nightshade, maybe predicting my switch, maybe expecting me to just keep it in to die, I don't know. But as we can see, that did 77%, so even if he does recover, I am going to be able to take it out depending on damage rolls. And it turns out that I just get a crit and just don't leave it up to damage rolls at all, so that's good because knowing me, I probably would have got min damage and he would have lived. But anyway, he's going to go out to his Azumarill, and again, I know it's just going to go for the Aqua Jet, so I'm going to go into my Slowbro. I'm going to take the Aqua Jet. It does absolutely nothing. And although I have shown Grass Knot, I don't expect him to like switch into, what am I saying? I'm just going to go for a Scald and hopefully catch a Scrafty, and that's exactly what happened. Like, the two things I wanted to catch were the Scrafty or the Snorlax to get the burn. And then if he went into Suicune, I was hoping to get the burn. But I do catch Scrafty, I do get the burn. And now I know that Scrafties carry Crunch, so I'm going to go out to my Heracross. And I have one turn left, so I'm just going to fire off a close combat, hoping that he brings in his Suicune. And that is exactly what happens. And this leaves the Suicune at 5%, well, 6%. So, yeah, that Suicune has a huge dent in it. But unfortunately, my team is slow, and I have nothing to outspeed Suicune. So this is just going to force him to rest here, which I don't really mind because I can just come into Togekiss, and then I can just get off in an Air Slash and just see how much that does because I was expecting this to be Crocoon. But it turns out he's offensive with Resto Chesto, so I know that these things tend to carry Ice Beam, so I am just going to go out to my Slowbro to take the Ice Beam because it's a resisted hit, so it shouldn't be doing anything, but he freezes me. So I'm just going to stay in to go for the Grass Knot because, you know, I am banded and all, and he's just going to roar me out, which I don't have a problem with because, I mean, I have Regenerator. So he roars me out to my Togekiss. I'm just going to go straight back into my Slowbro because I'm going to take the Ice Beam and he can't freeze me again because I'm already frozen. But now he's just going to go for another roar. I'm going to Unthaw. I'm going to go for the Grass Knot, and he's going to live with 2%. And he's going to roar me. He's going to roar me out into my Cofagrigus, which is kind of saddening because he lived with 2% and roared me out to the worst possible thing. Because this is good versus Crocoon, but not versus just regular offensive. But I'm just going to go for a Shadow Ball just to get him back into that 70% range so that I can kill him off with a Grass Knot. And I know that he's going to switch out to Togekiss, but I don't want to Scald just in case he stays in and then wakes up. Because, I mean, yeah, the really best play there would have been to Scald because even if he did wake up, he can't touch me. But I'm going to go to Rhyperior knowing that I can take an Air Slash, but he instead shows the extreme speed. But he's not banded, which is, I find, weird. So I'm just going to stay in, set up my rocks, expecting him to be banded because, you know, Hustle, banded, extreme speed. But no, he's not banded. And he's just going to hit me with an Aura Sphere. I know I can take those, so it doesn't even matter. He's going to Air Slash, and he's going to flinch me, which is sad. But I'm getting lefties, and it's only doing about 20%, so he has to flinch me 2 more times. So I'm just going to go out to my Slowbro, predicting him to go for another Aura Sphere, and that's exactly what he does. And now I'm in a good position. I can just fire off a Spec Scald, but he flinches me again. But it's good because I have lefty, so he has to flinch me 2 more times, but he flinches me again. Yeah. So I'm gonna go back out to my Rhyperior, and I'm gonna take the Air Slash, and After leftovers plus another turn of leftovers, I am going to be able to live in an aura sphere. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna protect this turn to get some more lefties recovery to live in aura sphere. And here he doesn't over predict, but he predicts me to switch out to my Slowking, and he misses an air slash, which is good because now I can get off a rock blast. And the Hacks guys, they're like, you know what, we've been treating you a little badly, so we're gonna let you get this 5 hit to take out this Togekiss. And so yeah, that's perfectly fine. And I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but I set up Stealth Rocks because Suicune is at 79, so with the rocks it'll be an insured kill from Grass Knot from Slowking. But yeah, he's gonna go out to Azumarill, and again, I still think this thing is banded. So he's gonna go for an Aqua Jet, and me being the guy I am, I wasn't paying attention and I didn't see him get lefties. So I'm gonna go out to my Slowbro, knowing I can take any hit, and he's just gonna pop me off with a return. He gets a crit. I don't know if that mattered. It probably did, but I mean, honestly, I probably would have taken me down to about 10%, where he could have just finished me off with a Aqua Jet anyway. So here I'm going to bring out my Kofa, and I know that he's going to want to attack me just to get off some damage, so I am just going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, and now his attack is at a quarter of what it was previously because he had huge power, and then it got halved when he hit me because Mummy, and then it got halved again because Burn. So his attacks are only doing 10%, but he flinches me with Waterfall. Like, hello, is this man, he doesn't even have a King's Rock, but he still flinches me. But I'm just gonna click Pain Split, and he switches out to his Scrafty. So that's kind of bad for me, because now this thing is inside. This is a huge threat. And looking at my team, I really have nothing that wants to take it on. So I'm gonna go out to my Rhyperior, and at this point I'm kind of a little frustrated because of the hacks. I mean, I did just get like, I got flinched like 5 times in this battle so far, and then I got crit. So I'm not going to make the most optimal plays, but I know I can take a Drain Punch, so I'm going to stay in. Just go for an EQ, and here I make a bad play. What I do is I go out to my Cofagrigus to take the Drain Punch, but instead what I should have just done is protected so I could live another Drain Punch, and then just Earthquake, and then it would have finished off the Scrafty. But instead I'm going to go out to Cofagrigus, take the Drain Punch, as shown here. Then I'm going to go back out to Rhyperior to take the Crunch. No, I'm gonna leave this. Okay, and then what I should have done there is just go out to Rhyperior to take the Crunch. Anyway, a lot of bad plays. What I should have done is went out to Rhyperior, but what I do is I stay in so he can get the Mummy, so then I can like Toxic it with DZ or something if it comes to that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna protect, and because of the 3 turns that I wasted, he is going to be at a range where after Drain Punch recovery, I'm not gonna be able to take him out with Earthquake, because if I get the same exact damage roll, it won't kill, and I do get the same exact damage roll. So it's kind of a little bit unfortunate on my part, so I'm gonna have to lose my Rhyperior, and I'm down 4-2, and his things that he have are quite powerful, except not really. I mean, I'm down 4-2, but the 2 pokes that I have can handle the 4 that he has, so I still have a chance. And he's gonna go for a Drain Punch, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to Toxic it because I got rid of his Shed Skin when I left my Kofa in to die. So I am just going to Toxic this Scrafty, and he is going to switch out here, and I'm just going to recover. So what I was going to do is just recover until he decided to switch out, because he would have had to switch out eventually. But he just switches out on the first turn, so I get off a free recover. And now he brings in his Azumarill, and I do have the Discharge, so I'm just going to go straight for that. And it turns out that Discharge does absolutely nothing to Scrafty. It does like 23%, but turns out that he has Rest, as you're about to see, so it doesn't really matter. So he is going to Rest here, which is not Resto Chesto, he's Rest plus Leftovers, because he has Shed Skin. I'm just going to go for the Ice Beam because it is higher base, so it would do more. But, pretty much this just depends on if I can scare him out with Togekiss, and that's exactly what happens. I am able to scare him out with Togekiss because he does not get the Shed Skin. So on his switch, I am just going to set up a Nasty Plot, and as you can see, nothing on his team wants to take on +2 Togekiss. Like, his Azumarill is burned, so he has to go for Aqua Jet because he doesn't outspeed, and Ice Punch won't be doing anything. But he decides that he does just want to go for the Ice Punch even though he's burned, and so I can just go for Air Slash, just take that out, and here he brings in the Snorlax, and just look how much this does. 58%, that is a huge amount to a Snorlax. His return doesn't even take me out, which I wasn't expecting it to because Togekiss is mighty bulky. But 2-hit KO'd by a special move, those are the things I like to see. That's what I like to see in UU. I like to see Umbreon and Snorlax get 2-hit KO'd by special moves. But he's going to go to his Suicune, and because he is asleep, he has to sleep one turn because, I mean, you have to sleep one turn. And he switched out earlier, so his sleep turns reset, and he stayed in for 2 turns, so I know he's going to sleep for 2 turns. And I'm just going to go for Aura Sphere as he goes for a Roar. And the reason I went for Aura Sphere is because I didn't want to miss. Like, I'm not going to lie, that's the only reason. I wasn't feeling real enough to click Air Slash. In the same situation here, I just wasn't feeling real enough to click Air Slash. So I am just going to click another Aura Sphere, or click another Aura Sphere. And with that, I do win the battle. It is a 2-0 in my favor. And yeah, Nasty Plot Token Kiss is just too powerful. But anyway, thanks for watching this battle. I do hope that you enjoyed. And yeah, like my Facebook page, I guess, Twitter, all that stuff in the description. If you enjoyed this video, do please leave a like, because I like to see likes on my videos. Leave comments. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. And remember that you are a rose in a field of daisies. Deuces.